something? Or
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's KLA, Cloud Wanderer. And I have a guest. His name is Jordan Cook, and he's a comic book artist. And he's here to tell his story, how he got into comics, and what he's working on. So, how you been, Jordan? Welcome.
I've been good. I've been good. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited. I just want to talk about my work and yeah, and hopefully we can hopefully our audiences can come together and we can get the word out there.
Yeah. So, you do like manga, or well, actually, it's what kanga.
So
If
that's just a word I made up as a joke.
oh, okay.
Um, I mean, it'd be cool if it caught on, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, you would have to come to my Instagram page to see it. Uh,
Yeah.
it, it it's just because my I draw manga, but there's also comic book, like Western comic book influence as well in my work. Um, Also, it's read from left to right, and my comics are read from left to right and not from right to left. So I think that's a big difference. Um, so yeah, so I just thought, what's a comic and a manga put together? Oh, a kamga, So I just came up with it, on the spot one day when I was doing my Instagram profile. So, uh, but yeah, I mean, it's it, if people want to start using that phrase, I'm down.
Yeah. Like, what made you get into creating your comic?
Yeah, I mean, I've been drawing for my whole life pretty much. When I was really young, um, the first thing that made me want to start drawing was my older brother was drawing, and I really liked his drawings, and I didn't feel like I could draw as well as him. So that made me want to step up my game and you know draw at least as good as he could draw. So that's what initially sparked. That was the initial spark was seeing my older brother draw. Um, so after that, when I was young, I just started drawing comics. I started creating characters, and it's something I've been doing my whole life. Like I've been posting my work online for at least 20 years at this point.
20
Um,
years?
yeah, yeah. I'm like 38 years old, um yeah, so I've been drawing for a long time and posting my work on Instagram on the internet for a long time. So like I used to be on DeviantArt, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
remember that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I was on DeviantArt all the time posting my comics and stuff like that. And I used to have a website, but I stopped paying for it, so it got shut down.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's just after I started drawing, I started getting into various comics, like American comics and Japanese comics, especially like manga. Really, um, really inspired me a lot. Like Dragon Ball and One Piece, those mangas really inspired me a lot, and it inspired me to the point where um, it's what I wanted to do with my life. I'm like, damn, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to make a living. So I just started writing my own comics and drawing my own comics and posting them online. And 20 years later, I'm still doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we could show some comics right now.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the comic I'm working on right now called Starship Miko. Uh, So this is I like this page a lot actually. This is the introduction of the main character Miko. Uh, I'm glad you chose this page because I'm a big fan of that drawing of her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually got it on online where you got it free and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, on Global Comics.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
I
cool,
got the
cool.
app, and
You,
so
you got
what?
you got the Global Comics app?
Yeah, I took it from there, and I just
Oh,
snapshot it through my phone, and I just
oh,
kind of
okay, okay. Yeah, that
yeah,
app is great. I love that app. That app is
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. So what this is about? A girl like got a spaceship, and she
Yeah,
invites a friend, and he has a crush on her. Well, he's infatuated with her.
yeah, pretty much, pretty
Yeah,
much. Yeah, so it's still in the very early stages.
yeah,
I still have a lot of writing to do. I still have a lot of story to develop. But so far, it's just about her recruiting her friends to go on this journey, this intergalactic space journey. Um, and Pace, who is the character on the screen right now,
yeah,
is the first person that she recruits, and he's basically in love with her. Um, because there's actually going to be a whole backstory if I get to this point, because I always want to draw these super long stories like One Piece where it takes forever. But I want to do eventually a backstory where they were all at an academy together. So they all
right,
went to school. They all went to school together before the story begins. Um, but yeah, so she's visiting Pace and recruiting him to be her first mate because she's going to be the captain of the spaceship.
yeah, yes. And so, how long it took you to do this? Like,
It takes me a couple hours to do a page. Um, I draw pretty quickly. I've always been told that I draw really fast. Um, and I guess I do. Sometimes I feel like that might not be a good thing that I draw so fast because I feel like maybe I should be more patient and take my time and apply myself a little more. But I get really impatient when I draw. But
yeah,
but I it takes me like maybe two or so hours to do one page, depending on the page. Some pages are more complicated than others, but I would say it takes me about 2 hours to do a page.
did you go like to? Did you go to art school or like
So yeah, I did go to art school for a couple of years.
yeah,
I used to live in New York actually. Are you in New York?
yeah? I'm in New York City. I'm in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to live in Brooklyn. I lived in New York City. I went to. Do you know the New School? The
I think I've heard of that. I
you know
think.
Parsons?
Say that again.
Parsons School of Design.
I'm not sure. No, I don't
Oh,
think
okay,
so.
okay.
No,
Well,
I
that's
never
where I went.
went to. No, I was saying I never went to art school like that. I took like a art instruction school.
Okay.
One of them like them courses
Uh
where
huh.
you do some assignments and then you mail it to them because
Uh
they
huh.
located in Minneapolis. I never went to like a art school like
Okay, I
a
got
college
you.
or anything. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Well, I
yeah.
went. Parsons is where I went to art school, but I didn't graduate though. I only went there for 2 years. So,
Okay,
but uh, but I learned a lot when I was in art school. But I'm mostly self-taught though. I'm mostly
okay.
taught by reading comics and manga, pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what was going to ask you. Yeah, what was going like how long does it take you to do you so like to create a panel like what do you make a layout or how would you do that?
Yeah. So I think about it in my head for a while. I kind of like try to like set it up in my head, like how I would lay out the page,
Yeah,
and then I get out a piece of paper and a pencil, and I do a quick loose like thumbnail sketch.
yeah,
And that's where I go, okay, let me put this panel here, this panel here, this panel here, and then I start inking. So it's just a process, you know. It mostly takes place in my head, and then I put it on paper. But it doesn't take too long. I'm pretty good at like crafting comic book pages, like a single page. I'm
Mm.
pretty good at like paneling and like choosing what to put in what panel and how big to make the panels and how many panels I should use and stuff like that. So that's part of the fun for me for sure.
Yeah, I yesterday I was talking with somebody, and they told me that for them drawing a panel, it takes them like the whole day.
Just one panel?
Yeah,
Oh,
the,
really?
for them to do a page, that it takes them a week.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, different people have different methods. They have different processes for sure.
yeah,
It definitely doesn't take me that long. But then again, like I said, I'm very impatient. You know, so like I want to get it done as soon as possible. Like usually, like I'll put a couple hours into a page, but it rarely takes me longer than that to do one page. Um, but I know that some people they spend tons of time on one page for sure. I know that some people work that way.
yeah. I mean, but your style is cool. Like, why like do it like in a manga style out of curiosity, or even though like you like manga, what like? Because I see a lot of people they love doing that, the manga thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just love manga. Like ever
Yeah,
since I was a little kid, it's what
but
inspired me the most. You know, like it's just what inspired my artwork style the most. Like when I was a little kid and I was reading Dragon Ball, I was just like, damn, like I love the way this art looks. I think it looks amazing, and like I want to draw like that pretty much. So
mm,
it just influenced me to the point where it became the way I draw.
yeah,
Um, and even when I try to draw realistically, it ends up looking like manga.
yeah. Wow, you must be addicted to manga.
I do love manga quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think. I mean, I don't think I was so. I did like manga. There was like Ninja Scroll. I like
Okay.
that. I liked Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't read. Inuyasha.
Uh-huh.
I used to watch the cartoon series on
Uh-huh.
Cartoon
Adult
Network,
Swim?
Adult
Yeah.
Swim. Yeah, but I don't think I've really read it like that, like manga series like that. Yeah,
Okay. Well, I
yeah.
would recommend One Piece personally.
I seen One Piece, the cartoons, the animated
Uh-huh.
series. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, in my opinion, the manga is way better than the anime.
yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Hmm. Like how far do you see how far you making this series?
I want it to be really long, ideally, but that's my problem. Like, I always start a project and I work on it for like a year, and then I move on to something else. That's like my pattern. I start something, I work on it for about a year, and then I come with another idea and I work on that. So I ideally, I mean, if this project could grow, like if the audience for it could grow and I could develop it into something maybe even that was able to earn me money or something like that, like then I would stick with it for as long as possible. Like because I have a lot of ideas and I always want to make like an epic series, like One Piece, like an epic series that goes on for like a really long time that has foreshadowing and multiple arcs and stuff like that. Um, so ideally, I want to work on it for a long time, but realistically, I'm not sure at this point. I'm just gonna work on it until I run out of gas, pretty much.
Yeah, it's cool. Like you ever thought about animating it? I don't know. Have you done animation or I don't know?
No, I've never. Well, I did a little bit of Flash animation a long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
but I don't really know a lot about animation. But I have a friend who's into animation who actually I have a friend who actually has an animation studio. Um, and I don't know, maybe I could talk to him about working on it with me or something like that. But personally, I don't have those skills. Like I wouldn't know where to start. I mean, I guess like I know that you draw a frame and then you draw the next frame and then you draw the next frame. Like I know that, but um like as far as like what software to use and how to use that software and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
I don't really have that experience. But
Yeah.
I definitely would love for it to be animated. That would be great.
Yeah. I mean, they got Photoshop, or they also have Flash Animate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I use Flash Animate, and I've also used Photoshop. I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't that great. I was learning,
Okay.
but like some of the people, there's people that I've talked with. They learn animation just even watching on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, like I mean, they got some good tips. Like people that they show you like how to draw like a stick figure,
Uh-huh.
and then try to make it move. Like
Okay.
a walking cycle
Yeah,
and running
yeah.
cycle and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think like that's definitely something I'll keep in mind, and hopefully in the future I can work on that. But I think for now I'm just gonna stick to the comic, just working on the
yeah,
comic. But like
yeah,
I definitely would love for it to be animated one day. That would be great. So I'll
yeah,
definitely keep that in mind for sure.
yeah. So like so you put it on Glow, that Glow comic thing,
Global Comics, yeah.
Global Comics. Yeah. Like how, like since when did you do that? That's what I'm trying to ask.
When did I put on Global Comics?
No, when did you put the comic to put it out there, like in like soliciting it, like showing it for free, or do you have a readership? That's what I'm trying to
Not
confirm.
really. I mean, I have a few people like you came across it and you seem to like
um
it, and like
yeah,
I have some people that have that I that on social media they've reached out to me and they let me know that they like my work and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have like a huge following. Like
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty independent. Yeah, not a lot of people read my work. It's always been that way. I would love to gain a bigger audience. That's the goal. But I kind of I mostly do it for fun at this point.
Yeah. uh, yeah, I mean, it seemed like you're doing it more than fun. I mean, well, I mean, you got to enjoy what you're doing, but you putting a lot of work here,
Yeah, I
you know.
definitely am. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's just how I make comics. I draw a lot. I write a lot. I put online, and then I hope for the best. But yeah, yeah. I hope I can grow an audience. That would be great.
Yeah, that's cool. So with the dialogue, like you write like the script, or
I do.
and
Yeah, I have a like a Word document, and I type it out. I type out all the dialogue and all the like the scenes and stuff like that. Like I type all that stuff out, and then when I'm ready to draw the page, I reference it and I look it up and I reread it and I go, okay, this could be this panel, this could be that panel, and then I take it from there. So I'm actually getting to the point where I'm catching up to what I've written so far. So it's probably time for me to write some more so I can have more pages to draw.
yeah, okay. So this one is um them going before he goes with her in a spaceship. Yes, will you be my girlfriend? No way. And yeah, it's like, do you relate to him like as a
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, he's the character that represents me pretty much.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah. And then she wants him to be like the first mate.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Because they've been friends for a while. They've been friends for a while before the story even began. So they
Okay.
know each other.
Mm. So, yeah. So this is. Let me see. My computer's a little acting up a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
So he goes with the spaceship. No, this is the other chick.
Yeah, this is a new character that I just introduced a couple of pages ago. She's gonna be the pilot of the spaceship, and
Okay.
she's also an old friend of theirs because they all went to school together. So
Okay.
she's gonna be their pilot, and right now she's testing out like a mini airplane that she built herself. I didn't specify that she built it herself, but she did. And right now she's going on a test flight to see if it'll work.
Mm.
And that's how
Yeah.
she's introduced.
Yeah. And what's her name?
Her name is Mary Jo.
Mary Jo. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know, it kind of remind me of Bulma.
Bulma, yeah, she is kind of like
Yeah.
Bulma. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely kind of like Bulma for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, I was watching Dragon Ball Z like when with the original Dragon Ball, but the animation. Like I think I
Uh-huh.
read a little bit of the comic,
Okay.
but I'm mostly like an animation head a
Okay,
little
that's
something
cool.
something. Yeah, but I used to watch it. I used to watch it to the point where Goku he turned into a little boy, but he was like older, like
Are you talking
Dragon
about
Ball
G
GT. Yeah,
GT?
GT. Yeah, GT.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So GT is not canon. GT
It,
is so there's no manga of GT.
oh no.
Yeah, GT is just an anime. That's it.
Oh,
There's,
okay.
there's no manga of GT. So
No.
it's kind of like an alternate Dragon Ball universe a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that one. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I never knew what was the difference between anime and manga. Isn't it the same?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Is a lot of the time what happens is a manga will come out. It'll be in like Shonen Jump or like one of the manga magazines, and then it'll get popular, and then they make an anime of it.
Mm.
So they make an anime based on the manga, pretty much. And then depending on the popularity, it'll grow and they'll make multiple series or they'll make, like they'll continue it even after the manga ends, they'll continue the anime. Like
Mm.
it depends on how popular it gets. But usually the
Okay.
manga is the basis for the anime. Sometimes animes just happen without there being a manga. But a lot of the time it starts with the manga.
Mm. I got you. Yeah. So how many pages? I don't know if I asked you this. Forgive me if
Uh,
I'm asking.
No, it's all good. I think the last page I drew was page 15.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it. That's page 15. So that's the
Mm.
last page. That's the last page I drew. Um, so I still have a lot of work ahead of me. I got my work cut out for me. Because I want the first chapter to be like at least 30, between 30 and 50 pages.
Mm.
So and then I want to put it, and then I want to make prints. I want to make like books of it, that I could hopefully go to like a comic convention or something,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then like sell them. I've done that before actually. Gone to a comic convention and sold my comics. So I want to do that again. I want to do that again.
Yeah. How was the How was the comic book convention for you?
It was great. It was a long time ago. It was in like,
Yeah.
when was it? It was like 2013, I want to say. Like it was a while ago. Uh,
Where at?
it was in Chicago. It was
Oh, okay.
there's this comic convention because I'm in Chicago right now. It was this comic convention called C2E2, which is the biggest comic convention in Chicago.
Mm.
It's kind of like the Comic Con, like the San Diego Comic Con of
Right.
Chicago.
Right.
Uh, so I went there and this was in the early days. It hadn't been around for that long when I went there. Um, but yeah, I was there for the weekend. I had a table. I was actually sharing a table with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I had my comics. I had a sketchbook. I was meeting people. I was selling comics, and it was great. Like I would love to do that again, and I hope to be able to do that again in the future.
Yeah, yeah. I went to my last Comic Con was 2012.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I met my classmate. He's a comic book artist. He's been a comic
Okay.
book artist for like over 20 years. And
Cool.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I had one of his issues. I had the issue with Batgirl. He did like he did the penciling for Batgirl.
Oh, like the official comic, like the
Yeah,
actual published.
yeah,
Oh, wow, that's great.
yeah, yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. That's when in the 2000s where Cassandra Cain was Batgirl.
Oh, nice, nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah. And he has like a drawn style a little similar to yours.
Really?
He went to Japan for like 7 years. He stayed there for 7 years. Then he came back. Yeah. Then
Wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
he
That's
came
pretty
back
cool.
and he worked with the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow, that
I
sounds like
I, I kind of lost contact with him, but he got a Facebook page.
okay, okay.
Yeah, he got a
Wow.
Facebook page.
Yeah,
So
kind of a celebrity a little bit.
yeah,
Okay, so this is
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. A little something, something, a little something. Yeah.
this
Now,
is
what you
my
were saying?
I'm just gonna say this is my previous comic that I was working on last year. So this is a different comic. This isn't the same
Yeah.
comic. Um, but it's
Oh,
called
okay.
Otis. It's called Otis the Mega Mage, and it was basically kind of like a it's just about a kid who wants to be a mage, pretty much
A mage. What is a mage?
like a wizard,
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
yeah, but like an anime wizard.
Oh, okay. Got you. Got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
And so what happened? Like, okay. See, I got your Instagram, but I'm afraid my computer might act up. But yeah, this is what I got from your Instagram page
Okay.
and stuff like that. So, 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 what's the story? He's a wizard, and
Okay, so that's my previous comic that I'm not really working on anymore. But
oh, okay,
yeah, but the story was pretty much he was what I drew was he wants to seek out the it was there was a mage, this guy who was like one of the most powerful wizards in the world, and he died. Everybody thought that he died in battle,
mm-hmm,
but turns out he's still alive. He finds out that he's still alive,
right,
and he's not only is he still alive, but he's looking for an apprentice. So he wants to become his
okay,
apprentice, and he leaves behind clues so that he can find him, so that they can seek him out, and then once they find him,
yeah,
he'll like teach them how to be better mages. So
mm,
so so basically that was pretty much as far as I got. I only drew like maybe 20 something pages. I didn't go that deep into it.
yeah. It looks cool. Yeah, it looks
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What made you stop?
I don't know. I just sometimes I kind of I just I come up with like a new idea, or I just get kind of tired of it, like because again, I'm pretty much just doing it for myself. Like it's not like I'm earning any money. It's not like I really have a fan base, so I can kind of just do it as I feel like doing it. So it's like I just kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like drawing this anymore. So I just kind of stopped. But I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen with this new comic. I hope this new comic grows a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it hard for you to be consistent?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I have a friend who's been working on the same comic, like the same web comic. He's been working on it for like I don't know, probably over 20 years. He's about my age, and he's been
Mm.
working on it for like a long, long time. And it's the same story, like the same characters, the same story, and he's been drawing it and cranking out pages and cranking out chapters for years and years and years. And me, what I do is I spend a year on a project and then I move on to another project because I keep hoping that the project that I'm working on will will become bigger, and then it never does, and then I'm just like, oh, I'll just move on to something else. But maybe if I stuck with it, that would happen. I don't know, but it's a bad habit of mine. It's a bad habit, but I'm gonna try and stick with this current project. I'm really excited about it, so I'm gonna try and stick with this current project. I'm gonna try and be more consistent with it.
Yeah. It's not easy being consistent.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when like if it was my job, that would be one thing. But it's just a hobby, So it's like I have nothing to lose by stopping. It doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. How far do you see yourself just with the series?
I mean, hopefully for a long time to come. Hopefully,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy making comics. Not everybody can do that. And then it's like just even like just being consistent with the story and the characters and all that type of
yeah,
stuff. Yeah, so
yeah. It's hard work. It's hard work.
yeah. But it's really cool that you making your own comic and hopefully you stick with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to stick with it, and I'm definitely for this project for the foreseeable future. It's all I'm gonna be working on. It's all I'm gonna be working. I mean, besides my day job, but like as
Right.
far as like when I'm at home and I want to work on something, that's what I'm gonna be working on, and I'm gonna because I've wanted to do like a comic about like that takes place in space,
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
like Star Wars or Star Trek or something. I've been wanting to do something like that for a long time, and this project is that project. So I really want to do my best and work on it for the foreseeable future. So
Yeah.
and I hope I can gain a lot of viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. Like growing up, like what was your favorite sci-fi was it Star Wars? Like what series?
Probably Star Wars. Yeah, probably Star Wars. I remember when episode one came out. I was so hyped. I was so hyped when that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Uh, so like Star Wars, Star Trek. I didn't really get into until a little later in life. Like I've never seen like Next Generation. I saw the first season of the original series of Star Trek,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And,
I in that when I was a baby, I used to watch Star
oh
Trek.
yeah,
Yeah. I used to be wanting Captain Kirk to my dad and stuff.
oh really?
Yeah, yo, I used to always it used to come on like Saturdays at 6, and then the weekdays it would come like in the morning at 12 o'clock after the repeats of Saturday Night Live with
Okay.
James Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and all that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
used to always watch it like the Honeymooners, Saturday Night Live, and then Star Trek, and I used to
Oh
watch
wow.
it when I had the chance, and yeah,
Okay.
and it's
Okay.
like you always wanted. I kind of understand how you feel, like you want to like get away and go to another world, seek out new
Yeah.
life,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Pretty
type of
much.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought that Star Trek was like the most realistic of the sci-fi
Yeah,
stories. Like Star Trek kind of feels like it could happen in the future. You know what I
yeah. You
mean?
think so?
I mean, it kind of feels like it a little
Yeah,
bit like if we develop the technology for like
yeah.
intergalactic travel,
Right.
like Starfleet seems like that could be like a thing, and
Yeah.
also like the cast is always really diverse. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like there's people of different ethnicities, and like it's like it seems like it's kind of the world could go in that direction. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
it's also science fiction, so it's also like fantasy. It's just for fun, but like at its core, I feel like there are elements of Star Trek that are kind of realistic.
Yeah. 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 You but did you like the science when you was a kid?
I did, yeah. I think science and history were like my best subjects when I was in
Mm.
school, and art, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I really appreciate you. You know, you sharing your comic book art, man. Yeah, I hope
Yeah, no
you
problem.
go at
I'm
it.
yeah, I'm glad you asked me to do the interview. That's really cool. Like this is what I wanted. This is the type of reaction that I wanted.
Yeah.
From
Well,
from from, from putting my work out there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. I seen it on Instagram and I thought it was cool. You know, so yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So yeah, yeah. I don't want to stay too long because my computer starts acting up and stuff.
Yeah,
But I
you're kind of
really,
skipping a little bit. You're kind of skipping a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. It ain't as bad as before. Like couple of days. I was talking with somebody and it just started acting up and all that type of
Oh,
stuff.
really? Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah. So, but let me let you go, man, and I really appreciate you. I'll post this up and I'll send you the
Okay,
link.
okay. Sounds
All
good. I
right,
appreciate that. I'll repost it
all
on
right,
my social media.
all right. No doubt. All right.